Hey, What Nation, it's time to learn something new. Welcome to another Tips with Ty. Bait casters, how, why, when, and where. This is how Ty uses them and keeps from getting a backlash.
Alright, what's my rig? It's new for me and I'm really excited about it. This is the All Pro Rod EL, which is extra light, micro guide series. And you can see how small these guides are. Pro bass guys have been going nuts over those for a while, and they do extend your casting range and makes the rod a lot easier to mess with. I find when I put it in the overhead storage in my car, in the Element, I should say the Element. It's out on my back right now. It's a very light rod with a split grip. It's got a foam handle, which I'm digging, and I have it paired up with a lews inshore series. Probably wondering what that colorful line is on there. Well, that's some Power Pro depth hunter, and the different colors indicate depth when you're vertical jigging offshore and stuff. I like the high visibility so I can see where my line is going underneath the kayak and stuff, fighting fish. I like having high vis line, and some of the stripes are green, so you can see here I just got it to where it was at the green and I tied directly to my top water, because this water is a little bit green. Whenever I can tie direct to braid, I do it. I take advantage of it. If I'm not in that kind of gin clear water, I go straight to braid, because I get a direct connection. I don't have to worry about knots going tick, 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 going through my guides, and I get a direct hook set, and I don't have to worry about anything giving out. I love going direct to braid when I can. If it's super clear, I use a mono or I use a fluorocarbon leader. Why do I like bait casting? Well, for number one, a spinning reel hangs down low, and in a kayak it puts it in my lap. It's a little more awkward. The reel's on the top of the rod, and it's very comfortable in a kayak. That's one reason I like them. Second reason, I get a lot of casting range. You can get a lot of casting range out of a bait caster if you throw a lot of artificials. I mean, that's why pro bass guys use them non-stop, because they're just so much more efficient for throwing artificials. I mean, I cannot do without my spinning rods, don't get me wrong. Spinning rods will throw a lighter bait, a lighter live bait or a lighter artificial a lot farther because of the open face. When it comes to throwing light stuff, man, I gotta have a spinning rod. When it comes to heavy winds or offshore, I really like spinning rods again. But when I'm inshore throwing a lot of baits, I prefer bait casters. This spool is spinning very fast, and the spool cannot spin faster than the lure is traveling. If you throw into the wind, and the wind slows that lure down, and this spool is still spinning faster than the lure is traveling, that's where you get your backlash. So the way I keep from getting backlash is throwing into the wind on windy days. Switch to a spinning rod, or ride the spool with my thumb, or tighten up the drum a little bit. This drum determines how quickly spool is able to spin, so it puts tension on it. You know, it's either spinning really easy or you tighten it down and it makes it a little harder to spin. So adjusting that drum, generally you want that lure to drop at about a little slower than that, a nice steady rate. Just adjust that drum until it falls at about that speed right there, kind of a medium fast, and that tells you that your drum is set correctly. But you kind of have to get a feel for it when you're throwing into the wind. I'm riding that drum almost the whole time because I can tell that lure slowing down. And once again, it's just something you do over and over till you get it. But if you can get a bait caster, it gives your, you know, because the spinner you're going this way, bait caster you're going this way. It gives your arm a rest. You're using your left arm instead of your right arm. And the reel's on top, makes it easier. You can really take a nice break from spinning rod or vice versa if you learn both. So there you go, bait cast.
Thanks for watching 30 Miles Out Tips with Ty. For more hot kayak fishing action, tune in right here to 30 Miles Out.
Bait casters are for the birds. You know why? Because every time I cast one, I get a bird nest.